For decades, the world's most powerful intelligence agencies have monitored wars, governments, and global threats. It's what they do. But buried deep inside thousands of recently declassified pages, investigators found something completely unexpected. Files, not on spies or covert operations, but on lost civilizations, ancient monuments, and unexplained archaeological discoveries the public was never told about. The question is, why would the Central Intelligence Agency care about ruins thousands of years old? What were they looking for? The paper trail begins in the 1950s. This is when CIA analysts quietly started collecting reports on anomalous sites across Egypt, Mesopotamia, South America, and Asia. But these weren't academic studies. They were intelligence briefings. Locations were marked on classified maps. Artifacts were photographed and cataloged. Geological surveys were conducted and stamped top secret. It was clear something in humanity's ancient past had caught the full attention of the world's most powerful intelligence network. They were searching for something specific, and they were keeping it quiet. One heavily redacted file describes a subterranean structure believed to be older than recorded history. The stone walls were cut with a level of precision that no ancient culture should have possessed. Another report outlines enormous stone blocks, weighing hundreds of tons, moved across miles of unforgiving desert terrain without any evidence of wheels or machinery. The files are filled with these anomalies, objects that defy established timelines, engineering that challenges our understanding of physics, and civilizations capable of feats that modern science still cannot fully replicate. These discoveries don't just question history, they shatter it. Through the Cold War, the agency's interest grew. Newly declassified satellite photographs reveal massive foundations hidden beneath dense jungles, buried under shifting desert sands and even encased in polar ice sheets. Some of these sites were flagged internally as strategically relevant. Others were marked with an even more cryptic label, potentially disruptive. Disruptive to what? To the official story of how humanity began? To the neat, linear timeline taught in every school and printed in every textbook? The documents suggest that the answer to both questions is yes. Hidden within these files are unsettling references to artifacts that were removed from excavation sites, often just hours before official archaeological teams were scheduled to arrive. These items were described in field reports as technologically anomalous or inconsistent with known cultures. Where did they go? Some are rumored to have vanished into exclusive private collections, never to be seen again. Others were simply never mentioned in any public record. They disappeared from history, taken off the board before the game had even begun. The agency wasn't just observing, it was actively intervening. Perhaps the most baffling discovery concerns language. Linguists working under contract with the agency reported ancient inscriptions unlike any known dialect, living or dead. They found symbols that were repeated on different continents, separated by vast oceans, in cultures that supposedly never made contact. Even more strange were the ciphers carved into stone walls, appearing more mathematical than linguistic, almost as if these ancient cultures were recording a type of knowledge far beyond their era. A universal language, not of words, but of science and mathematics. A clear pattern begins to emerge from the archives. Whenever a new discovery threatened to contradict mainstream historical accounts, the operation would change. Official funding for the project would be quietly cut. Access to the site would be restricted, citing national security concerns. Research would be indefinitely halted. Why? Were these discoveries considered politically dangerous? Was there a risk of public panic? Or was it something even deeper? Something that intelligence agencies feared could destabilize not just governments, but our fundamental beliefs about science, religion, and our own identity as a species. The CIA does not waste resources. It does not investigate the ancient world for simple curiosity. Every action is calculated. Every dollar is spent with a strategic objective in mind. So what did they truly see in these ruins? What was the intelligence value? Were they looking for evidence of a forgotten global civilization, a mother culture that seeded all others? Proof that human history is far older and far more advanced than we have been led to believe? Or were they tracking the traces of something else entirely, something not of this world? This brings us to the final, unavoidable question. If ancient civilizations possessed technology and knowledge that we still cannot explain today, where did it come from? How did they acquire it? And most importantly, why was the CIA so determined to understand its origins and to keep that investigation a secret from the rest of the world? Because history is never just about the past. It's about power. It's about knowledge. And it's about the threats and truths that those in power want to control. If you're ready to uncover more forbidden archives and piece together the puzzle, subscribe to the True Story Files and tell us in the comments what you believe the CIA was truly looking for. The story is far from over.